Hello friends, this is Rohith and welcome to Mind Minutes with Santhosh. Have you ever done this? Someone hurts you, but instead of saying anything, you just smile and say, "It's okay. Leave it. I'm fine," even when you're not fine. You feel angry, but you don't say it. You feel sad, but you don't show it. You feel pain, but you don't share it. You simply push those emotions inside and pretend everything is okay. And here is the question. Do the emotions we suppress actually disappear, or do they come back later in a different form? That's exactly what we are going to talk about today. Emotional suppression. So what exactly is emotional suppression? You feel an emotion, but instead of expressing it, you push it down and hide it. For example, your boss insults you, but you don't react. Your friend ignores you, but you don't say anything. Your family doesn't understand you, but you stay silent. From the outside, it looks like you are calm and peaceful, but inside, anger, hurt, and pain keep building up. In psychology, this is called a defense mechanism. It's the mind's way of protecting itself. In the short term, it might help you avoid conflict or problems, but in the long run, suppressing emotions is like a pressure cooker. One day the pressure will release. It might come out as anger, stress, or even a complete emotional breakdown. The truth is, we learn this habit from society. From childhood, we are taught certain rules. Boys shouldn't cry, girls shouldn't show anger. If you respect someone, stay silent. If there is a problem, just adjust. Because of this, many of us grow up learning to hide our feelings. But there is a powerful line mentioned in the book, "The body keeps the score." The book explains a brutal truth. Even if we suppress our emotions, our body never forgets them. Trauma, pain, anger, they all get stored inside the body. That's why some people experience things like unexplained headaches, anxiety, sleepless nights, random stress, even when there is no clear reason. Because suppressed emotions never really disappear. They just find another way to speak. Sometimes through the body. There was a person in my office. Every time you see him, he is smiling. He never fights with anyone. Looking at him, you might even feel a little jealous. You might think, wow, this person seems so peaceful. But the reality was very different. He never reacted to anything. If the boss scolded him, he stayed silent. If friends said something hurtful, still silent. He continued like this for almost 10 years. One day, we had a small argument and suddenly he exploded. The reaction was so intense that even he was shocked. Because it wasn't just about that one argument. It was 10 years of suppressed emotions coming out all at once. And that is the real danger of emotional suppression. No matter how much we suppress emotions, they don't disappear. They simply come out in different ways. For example, anger bursts. You suddenly get extremely angry over small things because all the anger has been building up inside. Passive aggression. You can't express your feelings directly, so you react indirectly. Anxiety. Unresolved emotions create constant restlessness inside. Relationship problems. When we don't express our feelings, people around us cannot understand us. Slowly, distance begins to grow. In the book Emotional Intelligence, there is an important point. If we don't recognize our emotions, we lose clarity in our life decisions. Because emotions are actually signals. Pain means something is wrong. Joy means something feels right. If we ignore these signals, we lose our direction in life. Even though we know suppression is harmful, we still do it. Why? There are few reasons. One, fear of conflict. We don't want arguments or fights. Fear of rejection. We worry that people might leave us if we express our true feelings. People pleasing. We want everyone to see us as a good person. Childhood conditioning. We were taught to stay quiet and adjust. But here is the truth. Suppressing emotions doesn't give peace. It only delays the pain. The problem doesn't disappear. It just comes back later, often in a bigger way. So, how do emotionally healthy people handle emotions? First, they recognize their emotions. They don't ignore them. Then they express them calmly instead of exploding. For example, you said something that hurt me. I'm not comfortable with this. I need some time. Speaking honestly like this is not easy. It takes courage. But that courage is what we call emotional maturity. Here is another important truth. Emotions are not weakness. Feeling sad, crying, or getting hurt, these are all normal human experiences. Suppressing emotions for years is actually more harmful. Crying is not weakness, sometimes it's healing. Even anger is not always wrong. Anger is often a signal that someone has crossed your boundaries. So, when we ignore our emotions, we are actually ignoring ourselves. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you honestly expressed your emotions? Or are you still carrying something inside, something you never spoke about? Remember this. When we suppress emotions, life doesn't become easier, it becomes heavier. But when we accept our emotions, life becomes more honest. If this episode resonated with you, take 1 minute today and ask yourself, what emotion have I been suppressing in my life? We will meet again with another meaningful topic. Until then, feel your emotions, don't bury them, because life becomes lighter only when it becomes honest.